If you're looking at houses here in Bellingham and you're feeling a little bit discouraged, I want to show you a neighborhood that might change your mind. And in this video, I'm showing you a neighborhood here in Ferndale that most buyers completely overlook, and houses like this are becoming some of the best values here in Whatcom County. Now, most buyers that I work with start their search in Bellingham, and they're wanting walkability, they want to be close to restaurants, they want to be close to the biking, to the marina, to the boardwalk. There's so many amenities in Bellingham. And what some of these buyers start to give up or trade off is going to be the size of a home, it's going to be the location, and really the proximity to a lot of things. And where we're at right now in this video is we are at the Pacific Highlands here in Ferndale. And I want to show you not only this neighborhood, but what you can buy in Pacific Highlands, in this specific neighborhood in general. And I think a lot of people who are searching for houses that have kind of more on a lower end budget, around 600,000 to 700,000, and can't find a house in Bellingham, Ferndale has become a phenomenal option. Not only does it have more new construction than Bellingham, but it's going to give you a lot more size, and it's not going to make you give up a lot of things that you might have to in Bellingham in that price range. So before I begin, let me know in the comments below, would you rather kind of give up size, or would you give up some location? Meaning, would you rather have a smaller house in Bellingham, or would you rather have a larger home maybe in Ferndale, Linden, or some parts outside of Bellingham? So drop a comment and let me know. Now, of course, why some people are making the move outside of Bellingham and they want to be in Ferndale is obviously going to be because of budgets, and also because it's going to be more affordable. Now, the people who tend to move out to Ferndale are wanting to have a bigger house without sacrificing some key locations, because when you really think about it, Ferndale isn't that far from Bellingham. And I've always said that Ferndale is somewhat of an extension of Bellingham. Now, if you ask locals, they're probably going to tell you completely different, that maybe some of them don't want to be part of Bellingham, which, okay, cool, I get it. But Ferndale is maybe 10 minutes away from the northern part of Bellingham. So you are 10, 15 minutes away from Costco, from the Bells Fair Mall, from some dining. Chick-fil-A just opened up there. So you are pretty close to some things, and Ferndale does definitely have some more amenities like restaurants and parks, has a great community, and they have their own Facebook page, which is like 40,000 people on there. So it's a really tight community, which I love, and there's so many great things about Ferndale. Now, I haven't made a complete tour guide video of Ferndale, but I want to go specifically into this neighborhood that I'm in right now, and this is called the Pacific Highlands. And you can find houses like I'm about to show you here in just a minute for probably $100,000 to $150,000 less than what you can find in Bellingham, where you don't have to sacrifice bedrooms, you don't have to sacrifice amenities, and or just the size in general here in Ferndale. And there's a lot of hidden gems and neighborhoods that are similar to this one, but I think in Ferndale, this is probably one of the top 3 neighborhoods that people really like. And as you can tell where I'm walking right now, it has some amenities, especially for families. It has 2 private parks in this neighborhood for residents only. It has these little walking trails, the sidewalks, you have the paved streets, and you're going to see a lot of kids riding their bikes, a lot of kids playing out. So this neighborhood is definitely built for families. And for the house that I'm going to show you here, it's going to be about 2,000 square feet for $630,000. And if you were to put that house into Bellingham, you're paying anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 more than you would here in Ferndale. I think what makes this neighborhood so family friendly also is that you'll literally have Cascadia Elementary, which is one of the better elementary schools here in Whatcom County. You're going to be probably a 3-minute walk, which is literally at the beginning of the street of this whole entire neighborhood, which I think is awesome. So for those of you that have young ones that want to walk your kids to school, they don't want to go on the bus, whatever it might be, that's definitely a great option. And then Vista Middle School is probably a 3 to 4 minute maybe drive down the road. So there is a lot of things here located. And Ferndale isn't very big, so you're gonna be probably another 5 minutes from here to get into the downtown area of Ferndale, where you can get, restaurants, walking by the river and whatnot. So who is this neighborhood good for? Pretty much anyone who wants quiet, clean neighborhood. You're not gonna have college kids. Yes, you're gonna have a lot of kids out here. They're gonna be playing. Obviously, super family friendly and oriented neighborhood. And a lot of these houses were built in the early to mid 2000s, mostly craftsman homes. They're gonna have good sized backyards. This neighborhood will have a couple of cul-de-sacs, and it's gonna be tucked in a little bit behind of everything, so that way you're not gonna have a lot of main streets running through this neighborhood. Now, I wanna show you what you can buy here in Pacific Highlands. I have a listing. It's $630,000. I want to kind of show you exactly what you can get and what you can expect, because if you are looking in Bellingham and things just are too expensive for you and you don't want to buy a 3-bedroom, 15 or 1600 square foot house that's going to cost you $650,000 to $700,000, Ferndale isn't really that far, and I think the value up here is so much greater, and the activity for sales is a lot less, to where you won't be stuck in a bidding war in some of these areas. And like I said, it's only 15, maybe 20 minutes from here into the heart of Bellingham. So let's go in there and let's go tour it right now. Okay, so we are 2624 Glenmore Street. This is my listing back here. As you can see, where we were just at, the park is literally, oh, where am I pointing? Right across the street. So if you can see that, I can pan this thing around. You see that the park is literally right on the corner, right there, which is pretty cool. So if you guys have kids and you want to be able to have the kids just run from there to here, that's gonna be pretty cool. So anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, my name's Aldo. I'm with the Levan Real Estate team here in Whatcom County. I get a lot of people that text me that wanna buy a house here in Ferndale, in Bellingham, wherever, any parts of Whatcom County. So if that's you, guys, reach out to me. It's not awkward. I help people all the time. People are coming from wherever, Virginia, New York, Florida, California, Colorado. Doesn't matter where you're coming from, reach out to me. I'd love to help you guys out. That's why I do these videos, is to help you guys. So let's go in here. So as you can see, 2-story house, right? It's got your 2-car garage, really cute really cute, great looking front yard, good entryway, which is really nice. Again, $630,000. This is going to be your entryway right here. Now this one here, you definitely have two living areas. So as you walk in, you're gonna see that you're gonna have your massive ceilings, which is pretty cool, right? Probably 20-foot ceilings, great looking fireplace, great looking staircase. As you walk through here, you're gonna have some more storage. There's a lot of storage in this, and there's gonna be a bathroom, garage in here, but then this will be your living area. So this is going to have a really good opportunity to where you can actually have your living area here, and then if you wanted to, if you had kids, or if you just wanted a nice sit-down room, you can have that right here. I have kids, so I understand that rooms get dirty, so pick which one you want to have dirty from your kids. But it's gonna be great, 9-foot ceilings. It's gonna have a great backyard. It's gonna be completely fenced. So as you can see back here, you're gonna have a complete fence. Nice, it's gonna be plenty big for any activities. Now, this is how the whole area is gonna be. You have plenty of room for your dining, and then here is your kitchen in here, right? Like I said, this was built in the mid-2000s, so could there be some updating? Yes, absolutely. There can be some updating with the cabinets, maybe the countertops. The floors are still in great shape, but you're gonna get a lot of room. So when you're comparing this to things like in Bellingham, for $630,000, you're probably paying $750,000 for this exact home in Bellingham. But you're gonna have the living area down here, and then you're gonna have more storage underneath this way. And then as we walk upstairs, all the bedrooms are going to be upstairs, including the laundry room, making it really nice and accessible. But this is cool because this is what you're gonna be looking, this is what you'll be looking like down here. So it's just kind of a little bit different of a home. As you walk in, you're gonna have this first bedroom in here. These bedrooms, you may not feel it in, and let me see if I can put the camera down, but these bedrooms are pretty big. This is a queen size bed. So if I were to lay down, I mean, this is a pretty big bedroom. So that's what I love about this house, is that you're gonna have plenty of room. So if you do have those kids, if you're working from home, whatever it might be, you're gonna be able to have that. Of course, closets going out this way. You're gonna go down this hall. Trust me, doesn't look as yellow, but you're gonna have the primary right here. This is 2 beds put together. One of them is a little softer, one of them's a little harder. That's why, but I mean, this is a huge, that's bigger than a California king bed. This is massive. So let me do this again. And I will tell my clients that I'm doing this for the purpose of the video. But look at this, I'm 5'11". This is me, sorry for my shoes. This is how big this is, right? This is a huge bedroom. It's massive. So you can have, if you just have a nice king size bed, it's probably gonna be maybe 2/3 of this. So you're gonna have plenty of space, which is really nice. So again, you don't really find a lot like this in Bellingham unless you're paying a lot of money for it. And on clear days, I know it isn't right now, it's a little overcast, but you have views of Mount Baker out this way, which is super cool. So that's one of the things in Ferndale, you kind of sit up a little bit higher, but I promise you, out of that window, you will have beautiful views of Mount Baker. So you can see even in this room, you have plenty of room just to have a couple of your dressers. I mean, they have 3 of them in here. And this will be the bathroom. It's got a tub, shower, toilet, everything, so its own. And this does have a pretty big walk-in closet. So it's got a good sized walk-in closet in there. And then you're gonna have the 2 other bedrooms down this hallway. So of course you will have the guest bathroom right here. And as you can tell kind of in this video, you're gonna have all of the bedrooms, the 2 other ones, and then you're gonna have your laundry room in here. But again, if you have kids, here's another great bedroom. This is another great size. In here on the back end of the house. And then my client does work from home, so this could be a nice large office for you guys or whoever. So it does definitely have the room and the space. And then let me kind of show you the backyard here from above. So you will have plenty of space in here. This house does come with AC. It was painted just a few years ago. And it's been pretty good. I mean, it's been kept up really nicely. So as you can see, guys, great neighborhood, great house. These are options for you. So if you're looking at buying a house in Bellingham, don't be discouraged. For those of you that are used to longer commutes, I mean, Ferndale is only 15, 20 minutes to Bellingham. So if you're kind of used to a longer drive, but you still want to be closer to a lot more amenities, more to biking trails or the lakes or things that are outdoors, Ferndale is not going to be a bad option for you guys whatsoever. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what you can get outside of Bellingham. I know most of my videos are located there in the middle of Bellingham, but this is in Ferndale, the Pacific Highlands. Guys, if you're looking at moving to Bellingham or if you're looking at buying a house, reach out to me. Again, there has been so many times where people were kind of scared or nervous about texting me. I'm like, this is why I do these videos. I do them for you guys. You know, we sell quite a bit of homes every single year, and a lot of them are coming from people who are relocating here and who have moved here and already are looking at buying houses. So again, guys, my name is Aldo. I'm with the Levain real estate team here in Bellingham and Whatcom County with Windermere Real Estate. All my information is going to be right here down below. Reach out to me, call me, text me. That's my actual cell phone number. So I will pick up, I will text you back. Whatever way is most comfortable for you to reach out to me. I love to help you guys out in buying a home here in our beautiful area. So again, guys, my name's Aldo with the Levain Real Estate Team, and we'll see you next time.